So let's set up a scenario as to why we'd want to use SD-WAN. So here we have a diagram and we have our office and we want to connect it to our VNet that's in our Azure account. So how would you connect those two? Well, first you need to partner with a data center that's going to establish a express route. And then in order for you to reach that data center, you're going to be traveling through your MPLS network. And so now you have a straight path to your assets there in your VNet. So that is pretty simple. But now imagine that your company also uses Office 365. So how would you get there? Well, you might think that you would take the same route. So you go over the MPLS network, go through the partner data center, and then once you're in the Microsoft network, make your way to Office 365, and it's going to go out the same way. And that will work, but it's not always the most efficient path. And in most cases, it actually isn't. And for Office 365, you always want to take the route to the internet. And the reason why is that Azure or Microsoft has these POPs all over the place. So we saw POPs earlier there. But the thing is that if a POP is nearby, as soon as you enter the Microsoft network, you're moving like super, super, super fast, like incredibly fast, and you have a guarantee. And so the thing is that you could just be a few hops away from the Microsoft network, and this will be a lot faster than if you were to go through this route here. And also, it'd be a lot more cost effective because you wouldn't have to pay for this, right? And all this stuff here. But the thing is that it doesn't solve all our problems, and we still have to do a bunch of hopping. And this is over the internet, so however many you have to get there might not be efficient. And so this is where SD-WAN comes into play. So SD-WAN stands for Software Defined WAN. And an SD-WAN decouples CPU-intensive tasks from routers, such as the management, operation, and control plane. That can be, and now all this stuff is being pushed into a central location, remotely and virtually at your headquarters. Since most internet service providers support SD-WAN architecture, you can directly control the flow of your traffic through the internet. So SD-WAN can replace an LPS, so you traverse the internet instead of a private network. SD-WAN is more cost effective and requires less configuration than an MPLS initially and at scale. SD-WAN is secure because it will be using HTTPS, which is supported by your ISP. And the SD-WAN, you are predetermining the path through the internet so you can perform the least amount of hops to the closest Azure point of presence. So it's like getting the best of MPLS, but you're getting to use the internet. And also because, Azure has those nearby POPs, it's a winning combination. So the idea with virtual WAN is that you're pretty much just establishing a connection. So the idea is that you deploy a VNet with a service endpoint on the edge of a region, which is called a hub. And then you're configuring virtual devices in your virtual WANs so your on-premise can connect to your hub. So it's the fastest route to your Azure cloud resources. And there's a bunch of stuff on top of that, but hopefully that really helps you understand what's the purpose of SD-WAN. But the idea is that we have these routers and we've abstracted the stuff away, so now we can make the fastest route through the internet. So there you go.